Welcome back to my channel, guys. This is Sneaker Talk, episode 5. And this isn't really going to be a long episode. I've only got maybe 2, 3 things to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about is being paid to review sneakers, whether they are authentic or replica. Now, for me, I notice it's either one of two things. You got the YouTubers that kind of make excuses as to how they got these shoes, and then they don't tell you in the video where they got them. You got to go to their description. It's in the very last line saying, "Oh, go to this website if you want to get the sneakers." And I don't think that people like being lied to. And you have other people on YouTube who say flat out where they got the sneakers and that they're pretty much in a partnership with these people, and they seem to gain a little bit more respect for just keeping it 100 with their subscribers or fans. Now, I know for me personally, uh, if a website or whoever they are got in touch with me, if I could review some fake or authentic shoes for them, I would have to take a few things into consideration before just jumping at the opportunity. Um, I'm a very family oriented type of guy. I have a wife, we have a house together, and if reviewing a couple of replica shoes helps bring in some money to chip away at some debt or some bills or rent, then that would be something that I would heavily take into consideration because, to be honest with you, as much as I love sneakers, I care way more about keeping a roof over my head rather than having a couple of replica shoes in my collection. And some people see or get these opportunities, and all they see in the negotiations is free shoes, and you will potentially get paid to review them. And you got to really read the fine print on that stuff because you have no idea when you agree to something, you could be completely signing your life away to these companies. And I know that's a little, harsh and rash conclusion to jump to, but you really do got to worry about these things. There's companies out there that will take complete advantage of people by offering them things like free shoes and getting paid to review them. Now, for me, I used to say that, oh, without hesitation, I would review fake and authentic sneakers for money. But at the end of the day, I got to do what is best for me and my wife and make sure that my family is taken care of. So, first and above everything, I would sit down with my wife and we'd read through all the fine print, make sure that there's no malicious content in there whatsoever. Just make sure that the company that approached me is not trying to take advantage of me or the fact that I'm willing to potentially review some of their sneakers. And obviously, we'd have to sit down and discuss whether or not I would be getting paid to do these reviews and whether or not financially it would be the best decision for both of us. And then, second of all, I would come to you guys. I would make a video explaining what will be happening in the future. Give you guys a heads up. I would never just make a video one day randomly just being like, oh, I happen to have a friend who has these replica versions and I happen to have these authentic versions and this is the comparison. I'm just trying to help you guys out. And then you look at my description in the very last line, it says www.fakeshoes.com. And I just like being honest with people because, why not? You get nothing from being dishonest towards anyone. And, even in my comment sections on my restoration videos, I get questions that I could just say, oh, I don't know. And, I answer every single one of them to the best of my knowledge, knowing full well that me answering these questions means that anyone can come across my videos and find them, get the answers they're looking for, and then restore their shoes themselves when I'm trying to get people to come to me. And at the end of the day, when I answer these questions, I could have answered a question for a potential customer and sent them off to do the restorations on their own, and that's money that I missed out on. But I'm okay with that because I'd rather guide someone into the right direction to restore their own sneakers so they don't screw up their shoes rather than being like, oh, if you've never done it before, just send them to me and then charge them full price for getting their shoes done by me. And that's just not the way that I do business. Because truthfully for me, if you tell someone if they've never done it before to just give it to someone else to do that knows what they're doing, then how is that person ever going to learn? I didn't know what I was doing at one time, and now I'd say that I'm pretty damn good at the restorations that I do. When you're learning to walk, you don't say, "Oh no, just give it up. You're never gonna learn." Eventually, you get better at it. Eventually, you start walking further, and eventually, you start doing better. And every single time that I get a question on my restoration videos, I always answer them, like I said, to the best of my knowledge. If it's a question about mixing paint, I always tell them if I know these are the paints that you need, go have a mixing party, because that's how I learn. If I don't know, I apologize. I'm really sorry I haven't had to mix these paints up, but if I do come across them down the road, I'll respond to this comment further down the road and tell you what paints you need. I have gotten way off topic. This video is supposed to be about being paid to review sneakers, and somehow I just rambled on for over a minute about restoring shoes. But anyway, back to the topic. Every shoe that I review for you guys on this channel have been 100% authentic. They're all either purchased from the Nike store, another authorized retailer, and a couple of shoes that I've gotten off Gumtree, which I've said before is like Craigslist for Australia. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I have actually never held a replica pair of Nike or Air Jordan shoes in my hands, and I'd be very curious to see, to actually hold them side by side and compare the two. It's just a thing of curiosity for me. I'm just very curious to see, how well these replica pairs actually hold up to the authentic pairs. Which will bring me to the final topic of this boring video, is your guys' stance on people that openly buy and wear fake replica Air Jordan or Nike shoes. For me personally, I don't care. You wear whatever you want to wear. I don't care if you're walking around, barefoot. For all I care, I'm not going to judge you based on what you're wearing on your feet at all. There's no reason to. You don't know what that person's financial situation is, and to call them out would be pretty much to potentially be calling out how much money they have in the bank, and that's just not cool to me. I mean, I just don't think there's any reason to get so worked up over this discussion. And JStar25 actually released a video not too long ago entitled, why are we so worked up about fake kicks when Nike isn't? And he's 100% correct in that video. Like, you have a company as huge and monumental as Nike, they have the resources to shut all of this stuff down, and they don't. So, I mean, if you see someone walking down the street with a fake pair of Nikes or Air Jordans, or you see someone posting about it online in some sneaker forums, what do you have to gain by calling this person out? That person's not going to care at all about what you think about them. No matter how hard you express your opinion to these people, at the end of the day, there are always going to be fake shoes. Always. And there is absolutely nothing that we as consumers will ever be able to do about it. That's the end of the video. Like I said before, leave your opinions in the comment section down below. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button. If you disliked it, hit the dislike button. Don't be afraid to subscribe to my channel, and be sure to check out my Facebook page at www.facebook.com/SneakerReviveSydney. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My username is the exact same as it is here on YouTube. It is at xchasemachini. I'll leave links in the description down below for all those things. And as always, have yourself a good day.